The ancient Egyptian civilization is thought to be one of the greatest in the world, with a history that goes back almost 3,000 years. Its civilization left a compelling legacy in the form of numerous monuments that have stood the test of time. And today we are going back in time to show you 5 ancient wonders of Egypt. Number 2 and 1 is proof of why Egypt's civilization should be revered. 5. The River Nile. You can't mention Egypt without mentioning the River Nile. The history of the Nile River is just as interesting as other Egyptian monuments. When you travel along the river, you can not only see the sights, many of which are close to the river, but you also get a sense of what old Egypt was like. One of Egypt's many stories and customs said that the god Isis cried, and the tears caused the tide to rise. Ancient Egypt's most famous royal tombs are also found near the Nile, spread out across the dry Theban hills. Over the course of 500 years, the underground mausoleums were made to protect the mummified bodies of Egypt's kings, queens, and other important people. Since researchers first found the site, they have found an amazing 63 tombs, some of which were already known to visitors during the Ptolemaic era. This is also where the famous boy king Tutankhamun is buried. 4. Tutankhamun. This pharaoh is still in his final resting place in the Valley of the Kings, but his riches are on display at the Egyptian Museum. This is the only pharaoh's tomb that has ever been found almost completely intact and not broken into by thieves, which gives us a perfect look into that time period. His gold and blue funeral mask is still the most beautiful thing found, and there is much more to discover at the Egyptian Museum. He was the son of siblings, started ruling while he was still a child, but died as a boy. His death marked the end of a royal family line in ancient Egypt. 3. Luxor Temple. Luxor is a beautiful city with a lot of modern tourist sites. It is close to the old capital of Egypt. Its most well-known feature is the ancient temple in the middle of it, which has stood the test of time. It was made of sandstone in the 2nd century BC and has a number of open spaces and large statues of Ramesses the Great and other important Egyptian figures. It was from here that Thutmose III planned his wars. Akhenaten thought about the nature of God for the first time, and Ramesses the Great made plans for his big building projects. The Temple of Luxor is the most beautiful of all temples. Amenhotep III started building the temple, but it was finished by Tutankhamun and Horemheb, and Ramesses the Great added to it. In the back is a stone shrine to Alexander the Great, who lived from 332 to 305 BC. It's a treat to watch the sunset over its columns and the ancient civilization that it preserves till now. 2. The Great Sphinx. This is another true testament to the ancient wonders of Egypt and how advanced its civilization was. The 73-meter-tall Great Sphinx is in Giza. It is a monument to old Egyptian myths and religion, but the weirdest thing about the Sphinx is not its size, but that no one truly knows where it came from or how it was made. All we know is that it is cut into a solid block of limestone on the Giza Plateau. It faces east and looks like a lion with a human head. Some scholars believe the human head to be that of King Khafra, who also built the 2nd largest pyramid in Giza. Another idea is that it was made to honor Ra, the sun god of ancient Egypt. 1. The Giza Pyramids. The pyramids are concrete, solid proof of ancient Egyptian civilization. The 3 big pyramids of Giza are part of the Giza necropolis, which is Egypt's most visited tourist spot. The archaeological site of Giza has 3 pyramid complexes along with the famous Sphinx. The Great Pyramid of Cheops is the oldest and biggest of the 3 pyramids. It is 140 meters tall and was made with about 2.3 million blocks of limestone. This shows the impact of ancient Egypt's 4th dynasty, which ruled more than 4,000 years ago. The smooth limestone exteriors of the pyramids have already been worn away by weather, but being able to visit the site is a good chance to reconnect with the past, as it's the sole survivor of the ancient 7 wonders of the world. For many tourists, the pyramids are the best way to imagine ancient Egypt. While scholars can't stop talking about how they were built, standing close to them, you will be left in awe trying to figure out how they were built during an era with no tech. Ancient Egyptians were, without a doubt, ahead of their time. That is all we have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, you will certainly enjoy this video on the discovery of the ancient city of Maya. Tap the like button if you enjoy this video. You can also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell button so you never miss out on good videos like this. Thank you for watching. Till next time.